Wow, this is a surprise. Here is an Orange Dream, possible Super Orange Dream. I think it's just Orange Dream. Ultramel, which is our T positive line that we love. Cryptic. Look at that big ear stripe. Dave Palumbo here for Muscle Serpents Daily, and what's up, guys? It is Monday here. Probably this video will go up on Tuesday, however. Hopefully you guys are having a good Monday. I know a lot of people get depressed on Mondays, but don't get depressed on Mondays. I know everything gets saved up from the weekend, and everyone calls and emails and all the problems they want solved from the weekend on Monday, I know. But you know what I do? I take a deep breath, and I just release it all, and I don't worry about it. I actually sent out a lot of snakes today. Once again, I sold a bunch of snakes on the weekend. Some snakes I'd sold the previous week, and they had to go out, so that's a lot of work. Obviously, I got Pablo helping me. We packed everything up, and we shipped out about 5 or 6 packages. So what you guys got to see is I'm going to show you some of the snakes that were shipped out. I'm going to show you some snakes that, as I was packing up the snakes, I saw other snakes that I remembered that I love. Some stuff got cleaned, so I'm going to kind of show you just some cool stuff in the collection. Stuff that's staying with me, stuff that's leaving with new owners. All the stuff I have seller's remorse over, the stuff that I wish I didn't sell, but you can't keep everything, right? You got to sell some stuff. So, but all in all, it turned out that a lot of nice customers out there, and I got to tell you, 99.9% of the people that I sell snakes to are great people, and I get, develop a friendship with them and relationship, and they know that they can call me anytime they want. I'm always answering questions and helping them ID snakes, and that's, you got to give back to the community, man. We all started somewhere. When I first started, I knew nothing. If you watch some of my original videos, I was just learning on the road. I'm still learning, but now, if I have a little bit of experience from breeding over the last, 6 or 7 years, I like to pass that on, and I think you guys have to do. You always have to pay it forward. Just remember that. All right, let's go into the snake room and take a look and see what we got. Wow, this is a surprise. Here is an Orange Dream, possible Super Orange Dream. I think it's just Orange Dream. Ultramel, which is our T positive line that we love. Cryptic. Look at that big ear stripe. Cryptic is the gene that basically reduces pattern, makes these manta ray-like looking saddles, and it is a lilic to clown, meaning that if you breed a clown with a cryptic, you get a krypton, which is acts like super form. So it's a very, very useful gene. It came about, most of you know this because I probably talked about this, but it came about by accident. A lot of people found it in their collection, and when they bred the clown, they got these kryptons, which are these intermediates that look like cryptics, but they carry one gene for clown, one gene for krypton. For cryptic. Now this is a pure cryptic, and I wanted to really bring out more oranges, so I bred this to a beautiful, what I believe to be a Super Orange Dream Ultramel cryptic, to really, really solidify this project and make some really beautiful, very orange babies. And I know a lot of people are going to be interested. A lot of people ask me if I had anything from the season yet. Well, here's the first clutch. So in 60 days, we're gonna have some Orange Dream and Super Orange Dream Ultramel cryptics for sure. Love it. All right, I washed her off. This girl did a great job. She is not a mature female. She's probably not even baby, just barely 2 years old. She did great. I didn't even think she was gonna go this year. I put a male in with her just because she was eating so well. And this whole line that I produce of Orange Dream, Ultramel, Cryptics, these all eat really well. They breed really well. They get big. They never have trouble with fasting and just stopping their eating like some of these females do at 6 months. This girl's amazing looking, really, and I'm so happy. Look at that stripe behind that eye into the nose. This is a really high expression cryptic, and I think it's because I think she could be Super Orange Dream, because we got to remember Orange Dream, Super Orange Dream reduce pattern too, in addition to lightening and cleaning things up. So I'm gonna hopefully see her eating this coming week. get her back in the rotation for next year. Great job. All right, we got 6 good eggs, I should say. They were a little turned. I don't know if that matters. I saw embryos, I saw blood vessels. They're really small eggs. Usually the eggs are coming out of these trays. These are really very, very small eggs. And I don't care as long as the babies are healthy. That's all I care about. I was a little creative today. I wrote July 9th, 22, which is the date that they were born. So can't forget that now. Until they break out of the eggs, and then I won't be able to read a single thing that I wrote on top of the eggs. But for now, I know. And my daughter was here. She'd be very happy that I'm drawing on top of the eggs. For more than just single lines. So we'll see. 60 days. Let's see what we get. We should get some super Orange Dream Ultramel cryptics. Everything's going to be Ultramel cryptic because that's a recessive. We bred recessive to recessive, so they're all going to be Ultramel cryptics, which are amazing. And there's 75% will be at least Orange Dream. If the other one, if the male is super Orange Dream, we're going to get a lot of super Orange Dreams. So I'm happy. Successful clutch on this beautiful Saturday afternoon here in Columbus Pythons and Boas. All right, guys, we're going to be packing a bunch of snakes up to send out today. Today's a good day. We sold a lot over the weekend, and the weather's kind of weird, so you have to really kind of find a window when you can ship. Now I'm shipping a lot of these snakes to like Pennsylvania and places like that. That's not so bad. Arizona is like 115 degrees. Can't ship there, but this is a really big female. I was surprised that this female. Ooh, she just shed 2. Can't believe she lasted as long as she did. I was going to breed her this year. She's ready to breed. This is a plasma boa. This is a hypo, visual blood, and visual anery. So you get the red from the blood, which she would be really, really red, and then you remove the red with the anery 2 gene, and you get this beautiful plasma girl. She's been slow grown. She is great body type. She's going to produce some great litters. I don't even know why I'm selling her, to be honest with you. It's just because I have another one. I have her mother, and she's exactly the same genes. And I said, you know what? I'm going to put her up, see who bites. And it actually took a year before I sold this girl. I can't even believe it, but the guy who's receiving this girl is getting a great say. Look, I mean, she's a big, big girl. I mean, she's got a great temperament. And like I said, she's going to breed this year easily. She will easily breed. And these Central American, morphs like the blood, and the hypo gene, which is part of this Central American, they're not huge snakes, and this is by far probably a pretty decent sized blood, but they breed really well. They produce big babies, not a million babies, but big babies. All my bloods, and this blood line actually comes from Vin Russo. I originally got this from Vin Russo. He didn't even know the anery 2 gene was in there, but we know that it's hidden in a lot of the Central American stuff. So this plasma girl is going to produce some amazing babies for this person. Very lucky. So guys, you got to look on my Morph Market page and check out some of the stuff that might have been on there for a while, because there's some gold in them hills, as they say.
They're growing.
And she's going in a bag right now, and she's going to be going to her new place. Bye-bye. You did good. Look at those beautiful black eyes in that. Blood gene gives you black eyes. That's how you know there's blood in there. All right. I hate when I have to send out beautiful snakes that I love, but this beautiful phantom male boa that I produced is going out. This is a Paradigm, Ralph Davis Reptile Black-Eyed Anery with the hypo gene. So it is a beautiful, beautiful hypo phantom. Look at that gorgeous face. Look at those beautiful saddles. So light, purplish color in nature out here. Leaving my hands, my capable hands. It's really hurting me to send this guy out. He's so beautiful, but can't keep everything, as we always say. Look at that beautiful purple tail. Gorgeous, gorgeous. This black-eyed anery gene is so awesome, because not only do you take away red, you take away yellows. The snake will never yellow. It will always look like this. Beautiful. I have a couple more. I have some heads still. I haven't decided which ones I'm selling, but this one, someone reached out to me and they got first dibs. As we're packing up snakes here to be sent out on this beautiful Monday, I can't help but I can't help but believe that this snake is still here. I think I'm going to take it off Morph Market. This female is gorgeous. This is an IMG Motley Hypo, 100% head sharp albino, 66% head anery. She's a year and a half old now. She's growing well. She's looking gorgeous. I don't know why I would sell this girl. Now, once these snakes get to be a year or more old, that's when people start buying them because they start seeing how beautiful they are and they're close to breeding age. I might leave it on for another week and then put it on the Pablo feeding regimen. Get it up to size, hopefully in the next 2 years to breed. She's a 21, so she's about a year and a half. Here's a beautiful female I was going to keep, but I wound up selling it. Someone's paying me off on this. This is a beautiful Motley black-eyed anery. So it's visual black-eyed anery with the Motley gene, and it's possible head VPIT positive as well. She's getting better and better. And once again, I'm having seller's regret on this as well because she is just spectacular. This snake has gotten so much nicer as she's gotten older. She's gotten darker and more contrast to her, and she's, I mean, look at that black stripe. That's awesome with the black eyes. She's black-eyed anery, of course. Just perfect, baby. Here's another incredible female that I still have. I can't believe. Motley sharp albino anery, so it's snow glow basically, possibly IMG. I don't think it's IMG, but it doesn't look it to me. But I mean, even without the IMG, you got Motley snow glow here. I mean, this is a genetic powerhouse female, and she's got some really good size. She's a year and a half too. She's the sister to the one I just showed you, and she's got some nice coloring on her. Look at this. She's got good size too, and we don't, like I said, we're slow growing these guys. I would keep everything if it was up to me. I really would. That's the dangerous thing about breeding snakes. You want to keep everything. Luckily, I'm running out of space, so I have to make more space for babies, so I can't keep everything. But beautiful if you're looking to get into sharp type stuff, sharp snows, sharp snow glows, all that kind of good stuff. And Motley always makes everything look better, I think, especially when you have albinos. So, there she is. This beautiful albino leopard male is going to a very good friend of mine who is actually building me an outdoor enclosure. We're going to be doing a little trade. This guy's a beauty. I was going to keep him. He was going to definitely go into the breeding project, but sometimes I'm into the barter system. I like to barter. This is one of the nicest looking leopard albinos I've seen. Really a lot of pink coralling in there, and that's just every leopard albino and every leopard in general is different looking, and this boy is no different. Look at that beautiful eye and face, so pretty. And here's a beautiful Russo red pastel line hypo het sterling boa male. Really pretty little boy. He's got so much red in him. Really high expression Russo red pastel. Total saturation of that tail. I'm shocked that this guy is still available. And he's got a really nice brother here too. He's also got some really nice Russo red expression. Not as much as him. A little different looking. This one's a little redder. But these are possible super hypo. I don't think they're super hypos, but you never know. This is also very clean pattern. So we got the two brothers here. Do we have a third brother? Oh, this is the visual. This is the Russo red pastel hypo visual sterling. So no pattern on this. That's what the sterling gene does in its recessive homozygous form. And then in the het form, you'll see that there is some pattern, but you see a lot of red and still a great reduction of pattern though, tremendously, even in the het form. So I got three beautiful boys here that are still available. They're 2 years old and they're ready to breed. All right, we got a beautiful Super Fire diamond here, female. This is my girl that I'm growing up. Love this girl. She's got such a good personality, this little baby. And she's ready to go into a bigger tub too. She's getting a little big for this tub. Time to move up. Yep, look at that pink tongue, those jet black eyes. She's still very pink, her body too, you know. as they get older, they get whiter, and some of that pink disappears. She's still in the young stage where she got a little pink in her still, but she's gonna get jet white. She'll have some black marks throughout her body, although this one's kind of doesn't have many marks. Some of them have more than others. I think that's just dirt. I don't think that's some of them have like black speckling. And she got a little bit right there. Yeah, but she is pretty. Love this girl. Even if I never even breed these, I like having superfires just as pets, just to show people. When people come over, I want to show them a white boa. Beautiful. Look at this little guy. This little boy is looking so nice. This is, if you remember, is from my onyx litter I just had recently. This is an onyx motley Honduran T positive, also known as a sumaton. So that's the Honduran T positive, which is obviously a T positive albino. You have the onyx gene and the motley gene, that when you put them together, you get a striped animal. And you can see how red she is from that Honduran T positive, removing all the darkness from the onyx boa and the motley. Look at that. Look at that tail. Whoa, that's a nice tail there. Look at that coloring there. So rich. Fully striped animal. Beautiful. And I had to show you the female sister to that sumaton I just showed you. This is a super onyx motley Honduran T positive, also known as a red opal. This little girl is gorgeous. This is my holdback, of course. She's completely solid, black eyes. Look at that. She's red. What a rich looking snake. She's gonna get even nicer as she gets older and continues to shed. She is beautiful, patternless. So nice. Look at that. And these are gonna stay super small. These Honduran boas are the super dwarfs of the boa world. They just do not get big. They eat small little meals, and they take their time growing, and they breed small. Gorgeous. And I had to end today on this little hatching. Look at this hatching. How cute is this? These are two beautiful lavenders. I bred a Freeway het lavender to a lavender. We're not gonna hit any Freeway lavenders on this because the lavender female was just pure lavender, but we'll get either yellow belly lavenders or we're gonna get asphalt lavenders, and that was the goal. And it was only a 2-egg clutch. I was kind of disappointed, but they both turned out lavender. Sometimes the odds gods do bless you. I'm scaring this. Look, I'm scaring this guy. He's going back into shell. He's like, too loud, too loud. Look at that beauty. How cute is that? This one definitely looks like it's got something more than lavender in it, and I would probably guess that it's probably asphalt lavender, but that's because my wishful thinking. I have to put that out there to the universe. Anyway, so we got lucky. 50% chance of hitting lavender because the father was het lavender, and we got 2 lavenders. So that's a great way to end today on a very positive note. All right, guys, that's going to do it for today here at Palumbo's Pythons and Boas. Hopefully you enjoyed today's video and just looking at a couple snakes that you've probably seen before, some of them. Snakes that are now growing up and becoming big girls and boys, and they're going to go into the breeding program. Some snakes that had to unfortunately leave the facility because we got to sell snakes here to pay the bills, right? We got to buy rodents to feed the snakes. We have to pay employees like Pablo, and we have to make great stuff. So we have to constantly keep moving inventory, and you know what? You can't keep everything, even though you always want to. And you know what? And initially, if you have the room, you can keep a lot of stuff. And then what happens is you have to start moving stuff and rotating stuff so that you can get the new stuff in. And I'm always buying new snakes too. I'm never content with what I have. So I can produce 100 new snakes that I want to keep every year, and I'll still want to buy snakes that I don't have yet in my collection. So there's always the wish list we all have. That's what makes the hobby so interesting, right? Hey, we got to look at that cute little lavender albino clutch that's a pippin in the incubator. I bred that lavender, or I should say the lavender female was bred by a Freeway het lavender. So ultimately, I do have a female down the road. I don't know if she's going to produce any eggs this year that we could potentially make the lavender Freeway, which would be awesome. This is just going to produce lavender yellow bellies, lavender or lavender asphalts, and it was pretty amazing that we hit the great odds with the 2-egg clutch. We got both lavenders, so they're both visual, and they will both either be yellow belly or asphalt. So I'll probably have to suck it up and keep both back. Oh, more holdbacks, more holdbacks. You know how that goes. We love to hold back our animals. All right, guys, I hope you're enjoying the videos. If you are, please show me the love. Hit that subscribe button, turn on your notifications, hit that like button. I'll see you back tomorrow morning.